The Tuesday, February 21st, 2023 meeting of the Eden Prairie City Council is now called to order. I just want to say a word before we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance that nice to have everyone in the audience tonight on such a wintry, snowy evening, and it's exciting with our recognition of Black History Month and Words in Action. So that's why a lot of people are there. I don't know if, yep, turn the cameras on. You're all on TV right now. Some of you will be more specifically on TV momentarily in this council meeting. So again, thank you for coming out and making the journey here. With that, let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It's customary that I read an invitation to people about our open podium policy. Open podium is an opportunity for Eden Prairie residents to address the City Council on issues related to Eden Prairie City government prior to each council meeting, which are typically, the council meetings are typically held first and third Tuesday of each month. The open podiums occur in this room from 6:30 to 6:55 on those evenings. If you wish to speak at open podium, please contact the city manager's office at 952-949-8412 by noon of the meeting date with your name, your phone number, and subject matter so that we can be better prepared for you. Open podium is not recorded or televised. If you have questions about open podium, please do contact the city manager's office. So, Mr. Getchell, with that, I already gave a hint of what's coming. If you want to introduce our presentations this evening.
Thank you, Mayor. You indeed did. We have a lot of our youth here from Eden Prairie on hand who submitted different pieces, written and visual pieces for our Words in Action Black History Month contest. So we're really excited to have these winners here. We're excited to have members of our Human Rights and Diversity Commission here as well that partnered with, is partnering with these winners and helped kind of run this program and guide this program. So to kick things off, one of our Human Rights and Diversity Commission members, Babar Khan, is going to lead off the festivities and take us through all of these different awards.
Welcome.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you. Let's see if I get the right height. Okay. Yeah, this is Babar Khan. I am from Human Rights, the Diversity Commission, and I would like to give us a little bit of background of what we are doing right now. So this was a contest hosted by the City of Eden Prairie Human Rights and Diversity Commission, and Eden Prairie Community Foundation to recognize the legacy of Black American civil rights era leaders. Youth participants were asked to select a quote from a Black American civil rights era leader and use art or writing to express their thoughts on the quote, as well as ways that they can carry forward the spirit of the quote in our community. We received numerous submissions and evaluated them for quality and relevance to the theme. The review committee selected 4 winners and 4 additional honorable mentions. In addition, the committee is recognizing the work of 2 classrooms at Eden Lake Elementary. The 4 winners and representatives from Eden Lake have joined us tonight to share their pieces with the council. We'll be recognizing the winners and honorable mentions on the city's website and social media as well. And definitely I would like to extend my thanks to all those partners, the council members for taking the time to recognize the winners, the Eden Prairie Community Foundation for providing cash prizes to the winners and honorable mentions, the review committee for taking the time to score entries and select winners, city staff for their work, coordinating the contest and facilitating the review process, Eden Prairie school staff for helping share the contest with the community. All of the youth, definitely that's the main part, all of the youth who participated, thank you very much, and they have made this contest more educational and valuable event for the whole community. Thank you very much. Right. And with that, I would like to invite Hina to come to the podium and introduce the winners. Right? Thank you.
Feel free, yeah, I was gonna say, feel free to adjust that mic.
I'm Hina Kazama. I'm a student commissioner on the HRDC, and I would like to present our first winner in the K through 8 category. This is Itisha Budamagunta, a third grader from Eagle Ridge Academy.
Do you want to pull that mic down? Yeah.
Good evening, council members. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my artwork with everyone. I am Itisha and I'm 8 years old. I love animals and hope to be a zoologist someday. For my art piece, I selected the quote, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" by Martin Luther King Jr. In my art piece, I have shown a caged bird, inspired by the poem Caged Bird, written by Maya Angelou. The caged bird wants to be able to dream, just like the free birds, and feel confident to soar in the sky. The free birds are helping the caged bird not to feel disappointed and are working to open the cage with a key. In my school, sometimes I notice that some friends are not able to get help with their schoolwork at home. Their family might have learned things in a different language, or sometimes their parents are working, because of which the kids cannot get help for homework from their family. These friends feel like they are falling behind from the rest of the class. They sometimes get discouraged and feel like they won't be able to do the same things as other classmates. When I think of some of my classmates, I think of someone who feels trapped, just like a caged bird. I do not like to see them feel like giving up just because they are not getting the same help as other classmates. At school, when we get time to finish our homework, we work together. And if someone gets stuck, I want to help them. This made me think of an idea, the Buddy Homework Program, where classmates can help other friends for schoolwork when or if their families are unable to help them. This way, nobody will feel like they're behind and will feel proud of themselves. They will be able to believe in themselves and feel like they can achieve their dreams. Also, learning is more fun when you do it with friends, so everyone will enjoy while working on their schoolwork. When I am able to help my friends, I feel happy to see their confident smile. Everyone should be able to dream and fulfill their dreams, no matter what they or their family look like. I think this quote by Martin Luther King Jr. reminds us the importance of helping each other so that we can all do our best and get to our dream. With this quote, he wanted us to remember to not just care about ourselves, but always care about others too. Thank you.
Wow. You were amazing, so thank you. So articulate, and I'm so impressed. I'm sure the rest of us are as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we're going to have a picture later at the end with everyone, so don't run out of the room. All right.
Hello, my name is Morgan Cook. I'm here today to introduce Sonakshi Dwivedi here. She submitted a video to our Words in Action contest, and if we could play that now, that would be great.
Hello, my name is Sonakshi. I am in 5th grade and I go to Ian Lake Elementary School. Today I'll be telling you about the quote I've chosen, and I have expressed this quote through a poem. The quote is by a smart man named James Baldwin. He is a man who has inspired many, then and even now. His quote is, "Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced." By James Baldwin. Why did I choose this quote? How do I relate to this quote? The reason I chose this quote was because when my teacher announced this competition, I wanted to choose a quote that I strongly agreed with and that greatly inspired me. And this is the quote. I relate to this quote in many ways, but for example, I'm a gymnast, and oftentimes I'm scared to attempt a new skill. But I know that if I don't attempt it or face it, then I will never get it. So I know that I need to try. As I stated earlier, I have written a poem to express this quote. This is the poem, Try by Sonakshi. Here, there, injustices everywhere. No one does anything, everyone's scared. Like just yesterday, I sat and watched while the little girl cried. She wasn't crying just for the sake of it. She wasn't crying because she broke her arm or because she lost her lucky charm. She cried because the store owner insulted her skin, her eyes, her hair, and just her. Stared. It wasn't right. Injustice was everyone's sight. Someone needed to fight back. I thought I could do no good. I nearly walked away, yet I stayed. I remembered a quote from James Baldwin. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. I was scared. It might not change, yet I at least need to try. I shouldn't be violent or be rude. All I need to do is stand up for the little black girl. I slowly walked up to the store owner and asked, why? He stood there and looked at me. The conversation went by with me asking why, telling him he's doing the wrong thing. He stood his tie, refused to apologize. I then walked over to the little girl and she wasn't mad. I was surprised, but I realized why. It gave her hope. Even though he didn't change, at least I tried. I would have never known if I hadn't tried. Things didn't change in one day. I will, however, now try to change his and everyone's mind. I'll stand up for what I believe in. I now know you must stand up for what you believe in. It may take a while, sometimes you'll fail. It may be hard, you might be scared. Yet you never know if you'll succeed if you don't try. The reason I chose to write a poem was because I love expressing things through poetry. And so I decided I would write a poem to express this quote. This poem is about a person who sees a little girl being bullied because she is black. The person is scared to stand up for them, and like a lot of people would be. But then she remembers this quote by James Baldwin, and then she builds up courage and defends her. I added the part where she didn't succeed because of the part in the poem, not everything that is faced can be changed, because that is reality. Not everything can be changed if you face it. But the lesson she learned was that you must try to see if you'll succeed. Discrimination for black people has been going on for many years. And it took so long for things to be the way that black and white people are equal. And to be fair, things are imperfect now. But things are much better than things were in the past. And that is all because of civil rights leaders such as John Lewis, Martin Luther King Jr., and Rosa Parks. Things wouldn't be the way things are nowadays if people such as them hadn't tried. I hope everyone will try to stand up for what they believe in and face things even if they're scared.
Thank you so much for your submission, Sonakshi. If you want to give a few words about it. Does that work?
Yeah. Thank you, council members. I
Take your time.
Snakshi, we just want to say amazing. That was an excellent, excellent poem in your words. You and Atisha, I mean, it's just phenomenal. I think you put a lot of adults to shame, so Do you want to add anything else to that?
No.
Okay, thank you so much for being here this evening. You did a great job.
Once more. I would like to introduce Harshini Taminidi. She's from 9th grade, Eden Prairie High School, and
Hello.
and she is going to share her piece of art with you. Right?
Hi, before I explain my piece of art, I'd like to thank you for this opportunity. So my artwork, it was a poem, it was a quote by Frederick Douglass: "If there is no struggle, there is no progress." The man represents Frederick Douglass, and the octopus represents struggles that he faces, like inequality, injustice. And the torch represents what he's working towards, like women's suffrage, freedom. The girl on the other side is a reflection of what he's working towards. She is us. The octopus is what is pulling us back. Things like racism, inequality. And the torch is what we're still working towards. The reason I chose to do a painting is because I'm really interested in painting and I've always loved it. I think I can relate to this because there's nothing that we achieve without actually trying, and we can't proceed if we don't give it our all. Thank you, that is all.
Jeannie, thank you. Really quality artwork. I'm impressed. Nice job. Very good.
Good evening, all. My name is Phil Sky, and I serve on the Human Rights and Diversity Commission. And I am here representing Abdi Hakim Abdullahi, who was not able to join us this evening, but was one of the winners of our contest, and I'm going to share his submission with you. The quote I chose was, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied by a single garment of destiny. What affects one directly affects all indirectly." That was Martin Luther King Jr. on April 16th, 1963, letter from the Birmingham jail. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. The quote from Martin Luther King Jr. reminds us that the struggle for justice and equality is not just limited to one specific group or community, but it's a universal issue that affects us all. It highlights the interconnectedness of all people and the fact that the actions of one person or group can have a ripple effect on society as a whole. King's words remind us that in order to truly achieve justice and equality, we must recognize and address the ways in which different forms of oppression intersect and reinforce one another. We must also acknowledge our own privilege and take responsibility for working towards dismantling systems of oppression. One way to carry King's legacy forward in our community is to educate ourselves and others about the ways in which different forms of oppression affect different groups of people. This can include learning about the history of racism, sexism, ableism, and other forms of discrimination, and how they continue to affect marginalized communities today. Another way to honor King's legacy is to actively work towards creating a more just and equal society. This can include volunteering with organizations that support marginalized communities, advocating for policy changes that promote justice and equality, and using our privilege to amplify the voices of those who are marginalized. Overall, Martin Luther King Jr.'s quote serves as a powerful reminder that the fight for justice and equality is not just the responsibility of those who are directly affected by oppression, but it is a responsibility that we all share, and it is a call. Thank you.
Wow. The wisdom that is present in, well, I use the word children loosely, but people under adulthood is just phenomenal. I think we're all so impressed tonight. All right, next, I believe.
We had one entry this year that didn't fit the mold of what we had asked for, but the spirit of the contest is to give our participants a lot of autonomy to decide the way that suits them best. And we received an email during the contest from one of our teachers at Eden Lake, Maria Vicencio. Villavicencio up there, that explained that one of their Eden Prairie High School mentors had come to the school and shared the contest with them. And I was unsurprised to find out that that was one of our student commissioners, Ayan, who isn't able to be here tonight. But she encouraged Maria and her class to take a look at the contest and participate. And from there, Maria took hold, recruited other teachers to participate, and pulled together a multi-grade effort to participate in their own way. And so while they don't fit the mold of the online form that we asked people to submit, we thought it was worth recognizing here tonight. So with that, I will turn it over to Maria and one of her students.
Good evening. On behalf of Ms. Hash's fourth grade class and Ms. Villavicencio's first grade class, I would like to thank you for recognizing the amazing work that decorates the hallways in Eden Lake Elementary. Ms. Ayan Ibrahim, one of your student commissioners, was a mentor in my first grade class last quarter, and she encouraged my first graders to take part on the Words in Action contest. First graders got really excited and invited their fourth grade buddies to participate as well, and then the exciting adventure started. We chose a quote from Dr. King: "The time is always right to do what is right." First and fourth grade buddies met and had conversations about what the quote meant for them. They each designed a poster for our hallways to encourage others at school to read, take a stand, speak up, and do what is right. This was a start of a wonderful collaboration as we all started to meet frequently. We have been reading and learning about leaders, inventors, powerful trailblazers that have created the path so that many of us have the rights that we do. Students have also ventured onto researching issues that are a problem today, ways to take action and to speak up. The small project has taken over halls in Eden Lake Elementary. They spilled into other classrooms and hopefully will continue to grow throughout the month and inspire more teachers and students to read, learn, and take action, because the time is always right to do what is right. I hope Black History Month is just the start of our search of missing perspectives. What started out as a contest has taken its own path. My first graders are enjoying reading biographies and having conversations about equality. They are making connections and expanding their 6 to 7-year-old views. There are so many hands in this project that it was hard to list them all, and I knew the contest was for individuals, but I had to email Ms. Yerkes because the contest just took over our classroom, and I just had to share the wonderful seeds that the contest planted and how powerful one Eden Prairie High School student was. Thank you, Words in Action Committee and Ms. Ayan, for taking action and encouraging us to do the same. And most of all, thank you all for acknowledging our students' work and reinforcing that their voices matter, their perspectives matter, and that community leaders care and are listening. With that, one of our amazing artists joins me today to share her part in the project. Ms. Fatima?
Good evening. My name is Fatima Shah. I am 7-year-old. My poster is about the power of making choices, and I choose to be safe, responsible, and kind. I always have the power of speaking up if I notice someone not making good choices. My favorite books I have read so far are about Martin Luther King Jr. and Muhammad Ali. I can't wait to read all about Rosa Parks. Thank you.
So is it Ms. Villavicencio? I'm sure I didn't say that right. However, you and Ms. Hausch are credits to the teaching profession, so thank you. And as a teacher of 33 years, I used to love when we had a project idea that then could wrap around reading and writing and sometimes math. And so I understand the excitement of that. So thank you for pulling your classes in. Invite me. I'd love to come and maybe acknowledge again the two classes, their work, and what the benefit I think for the whole city in terms of their involvement was. So thank you. Please invite me soon, I hope. Or I can invite myself, but it'd be nice to have the invitation. Megan, are we done yet, or do you want to do the large picture? I think we were going to do a photograph, maybe if everyone who wants to be in it, but I mean, certainly the students that were involved in this, and I suppose with HRDC as well, if we could all maybe gather around the front there, I'll come down and we'll get a photograph, and we'll use this in some of whatever we can in our communiques with the people of Eden Prairie. I think this is a phenomenal project and idea that I think we should really market and sell, not sell, but put it out to our people. Well, we could sell it. Everyone's like, what, money? No, we could market it out to the people of Eden Prairie. It's just such a positive thing that we're doing in our community. So I'll come down. That means you come up. Yeah, somehow just maybe around here, we'll just all kind of gather around, everybody move in. We've got a camera person there, it's a bunch in here, and it's in the front, I think, somehow here. And we have anybody else self-select if you'd like to come up.
Wait, right now.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Shake hands, sir.
And then we'll still do one more.
Right, Zach, yeah.
Did he start that one?
Yeah.
Did he just wake up?
Hey, Ron. She wants to shake hand with you. She wants to shake hand with you.
Oh.
The girl wants to shake hand. She wants to shake your hand.
Do you want her?
Sometimes it seems like if the world could just be run by children, I think we'd be so much better off at times, wouldn't we? They bring hope and inspiration to all of us. All right. Let's see. Mr. Getcho, it looks like I'll turn it back to you for I-494 Commission update.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. Yes, that's a tough act to follow, but we have another presentation here by organization, a group that we're part of, that we belong to, the I-494 Corridor Commission. And with us tonight, we have Melissa Madison, the Executive Director, and Kate Meredith, also with the Corridor Commission, here to present us with an update and an overview, most likely an update on their activities in the past year, working with commuters and businesses in the region. Multiple cities are in the commission, but I'm sure they have some information to share that's specific to Eden Prairie. And Councilmember Toomey is also our city's appointed representative to that commission and receives staff support from our finance department and our economic development manager, Dave Lindahl, as well. So Melissa, I believe you have a presentation ready, and welcome.
Yes, thanks for coming this evening.
Thank you so much. Good evening. We're so appreciative of this opportunity, and we feel very fortunate to be here on this special night to hear the powerful words from the winners from the contest. And are we advancing our slides? Okay. Okay, thanks. So thank you, Mayor Case and City Manager Gatchao, as well as thank you, City Council members, for allowing us to come here tonight. And we want to give a special thank you to Councilmember Toomey and to David Lindahl for longtime participation and leadership on the 494 Corridor Commission's board. So we could advance to the second slide.
Working, so back in 1986, the Corridor Commission was founded by the cities of Bloomington, Richfield, Edina, Eden Prairie, and Minnetonka to work jointly on transportation improvements, which are both road projects and transit projects and bicycle trail projects to improve the area. And on the 494 corridor, you might be surprised to learn that there are 19% of the metro area population who lives along the corridor, and 21% of the metro area jobs are located on or near the corridor. Over 313,000 jobs are on or near the corridor as compared to, or actually let me restate, there's more jobs on the 494 corridor than there are in downtown Minneapolis and downtown St. Paul combined. And the 494 Corridor Commission did a study, so we're actually a couple slides back. Thank you. We did a study of commute behavior on 494. We wanted to find out what the mode split was for people who work along the corridor. And from the survey, we found 95% drive alone to work, 4% carpool, 1% bicycle and take transit, and 30% of the people who work along 494 reported that they are willing to try transit, and another 30% are open to carpooling. And that is when the 494 Corridor Commission hired staff to work with employers to reach the commuters along 494 with resources to help them shift from driving alone into a sustainable commuting mode. And we are one of, did I miss a slide? Oh, okay, let's go back one, or did we do that one? Right. We just did it. Okay, I apologize. So we are one of 5 transportation management organizations in the Twin Cities, and each TMO is represented with a different color on this map. So we are in the green, and our name used to be 494 Commuter Services. And then there is an Anoka County TMO. There is a the downtown Minneapolis TMO is represented in darker blue in the center, and they have renamed themselves Move Minneapolis. And there is a downtown St. Paul TMO, and they have renamed themselves to Move Minnesota. And I'll hand it over to Kate Meredith now. She is one of my coworkers. She's the vice president of our organization, and she does the vast majority of our outreach. Do you want me to click?
Good evening. Thank you, Melissa. So glad to be here tonight. So as Melissa mentioned, we work through employers to reach commuters. And we have a wealth of resources. These are some of the things that we provide for employees to promote them to commute sustainably. So we provide displays that have transit routes serving that employer site, as well as bike commuting tips and carpool and guaranteed ride home information. We offer a free outdoor starter bike rack for any company that is willing to promote bicycle commuting to their workforce. We manage and provide signage for preferential carpool parking. We host commuter fairs to any company or multi-tenant property who is willing to have us. That's where we just have a table of our materials and are available to answer questions of employees and tenants, and just talk to them about their commute and let them know that there's lots of help available. We can host lunch and learns where we can provide information on a range of topics from construction projects, how to bike in traffic, updates on transit projects. We also have telework and hybrid work resources, and I'll get into that in just a minute. And then we provide any employer, they can be on a distribution list for construction projects that are current or forthcoming. We let them know what the projects are, give them a description, and they can sign up to receive alerts on those projects. So I mentioned our telework resources through our Twin Cities telework program. So we have a wealth of resources for managers, employers, teleworkers, tools, webinars, lots of materials, lots of really hands-on practical guidance for those groups to help them with telework and hybrid work. So the Twin Cities Telework program assisted 331 employers with telework and hybrid work resources in the past year. And our website is www.tctelework.com. So I'm going to highlight just 4 of the companies in Eden Prairie that represent sort of the commute programs that we provide. Optum Campus offers MetroPass as a discounted Transit Pass program to their employees who commute by bus or train, and they subsidize each pass $25 per month for each employee. They offer preferential carpool parking for carpoolers, and they also provide an assigned dedicated locker to employees who bike or walk to work 3 or more days per week, which is a really nice incentive for bike commuters. Starkey also subsidizes. They provide 25% of the monthly expense for each employee that van pools to work on a regular basis. And then employees may use their transportation savings account to cover the additional cost of the van pool. They also provide a regular monthly incentive for employees who bike to work. Emerson hosts an annual alternative commuting seminar that we partner on, and we do a presentation and have a commuter fair at every year. They also have a very active cycling club that sponsors an annual Bike to Work week. They have a dedicated page on the intranet, and they provide tips and incentives for new bike commuters. They also provide bike racks, lockers, and shower facilities to encourage people to bike to work. Windsor Plaza is a multi-tenant property that you're aware of course. It provides preferential carpool parking. It hosts a display of commute resources. It promotes programs and services to tenants, and it holds commuter fairs about twice a year. So they're a very active multi-tenant property that we work with. And then this is just a summary of the individual commute assistance that we provide. We call it our commute concierge. Lots of detail here, but we can help people find others from their home area that also work in their area and have a similar schedule to match up with for carpooling. We provide customized transit information with 2 free ride passes to try it. We also have a wealth of bike community resources, including maps, tips in biking and traffic, bike laws, route recommendations. The Guaranteed Ride Home program is a great safety net for employees who use a sustainable commute mode 3 days a week on average. So it provides up to $100 in free taxi ride, Uber or Lyft rides to get home in the what if situations if you have a sick child and you need to leave in the middle of the day or work late. And then I mentioned the telework and hybrid work resources. We have lots of resources for individual teleworkers as well. And I'm going to hand it over to Melissa that will talk about our annual results.
Thanks so much, Kate. Great job. I'm going to turn to that page because I didn't bring my glasses. Okay, so in an average year, or let me rephrase, every year, we, at the time that we are helping a commuter with any resource that they're requesting, we ask, how do they get to work now 3 or more days per week? And so we capture at the time before they try the new mode, are they driving alone? And the vast majority are driving alone at the time that we help them. And so in an average year, 1,800 people convert from driving alone for their commute into taking transit. And just over 1,600 people join or start a carpool, and about 1,250 new bicycle commuters convert from driving alone into bike commuting, and a conservative number, just under 1,000 new teleworkers. So we only take credit for what we know we can take credit for, which is why the telework number is smaller. And 61 new van poolers in 5 van pools. So in an average year, we're able to convert just under 5,800 drive-alone commuters who switch to using a sustainable commute mode 3 or more days per week after receiving customized assistance from our staff. And that results in an estimated 56 million vehicle miles avoided annually as a direct result of our staff. And the 56 million vehicle miles avoided is 23,234 metric tons of CO2 emissions saved. And it would take over 1 million mature trees to reduce the same amount of CO2 emissions. The City of Eden Prairie's membership in the 494 Corridor Commission allows every resident, every commuter, and every employer free access to our resources and services. And we work with about 1,200 employers each year. And new this year is the residential transit pass program that is offered through Metro Transit. And can we go to the next slide? The residential pass is sold in bulk to multifamily residential building owners or operators. And it's one pass per unit, and the price is only $14 per month for unlimited transit rides, 7 days a week, 365 days per year. And we have worked with each of our 5 cities, have given us the multifamily properties that have more than 10 units. You've given us the properties in Eden Prairie, and we've reached out to 568 multifamily properties about the residential pass. And we're excited to have this to offer now. And so we kept our presentation short. I know we only highlighted 4 companies in Eden Prairie, but we work with hundreds. And we also work with other large companies and multi-tenant properties along the 494 corridor. And we'd like to take any questions that you have.
Councilmember Toomey, first dibs, just because she's on the commission. Did you want to ask a question?
No, but I wanted to thank you for coming, and I'm really proud of the work that you guys do, and it's just been my honor to be able to serve on the commission.
Thanks for all you do with that. Councilmember Narayan.
Again, thank you for presenting, get an idea of what you guys do. I have a question. Do you work with Southwest Transit?
Yes, we do regularly.
Okay. Is anything that we can improve?
Oh.
I think we have.
The reason I ask is Councilmember Freiber and myself, we are both in the Southwest Transit Commission. Okay. So let us know through Lisa there, and if we can help anything, let us know.
Well, what's the $14 monthly unlimited only with Metro Transit?
No, it includes the opt-outs.
Oh,
so it would include Southwest Transit. Yes. Good news.
Okay.
And I can just mention.
All right.
And I'll just quick mention, so we do partner with Southwest Transit we invite them to commuter fairs and they do the same. So when we were at Starkey, our last fair in January, we had staff from Southwest Transit. So it's a good partnership.
Yeah, now they have service to Mall of America and the airport, the Southwest Prime service. It's awesome service. I'm just curious, how that partnership working.
Yes, we heavily promote all of Southwest Transit routes, and we help people, as Kate mentioned, with individualized assistance from where they live to where they want to go. And so we do a lot of trip plans that our staff does for people who live in Eden Prairie that would use Southwest Transit.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for coming in this evening. We appreciate it on this snowy night, so thank you.
Thank you. You were easy on us.
Drive home carefully.
Yes. Mr. Getcho, a donation, I assume we'll hand it off.
To Mr. Lothammer, yes, Mayor.
Your Honor, council members, this is a company that I've presented to you for many, many years now, but Waltrends has been a consistent contributor to this event, our hometown 4th of July, and so the donation for $300 from Waltrends.
Great. Once again, make this announcement every evening or every council evening when we receive donations, but we can't do all that we do with tax dollars unless we receive help from private donations, so they're very much appreciated to extend tax dollars. Council, you can ask a question afterwards, but someone want to make the motion?
I will move to adopt a resolution accepting the donation of $300 from Wall Trends to the hometown celebration.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed. All right. Moving ahead to the approval of the agenda. Any items that you wish to add this evening? If not, is there a motion to approve as is?
Move to approve the agenda as is.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed. All right, minutes. Any items or any lines or any editing or things you want to question about either the council workshop minutes or the meeting, both of them held 2 weeks ago, February 7th? Okay, if not, is there a motion to approve both of them?
Move to approve the following city council minutes. Council workshop held Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. City council meeting held Tuesday, February 7th, 2023.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed. All right, moving on to the consent calendar A through I. Are there any items on the consent calendar that you wish more information on, you want to pull off? We can vote separately. If not, is there a motion to approve the consent calendar?
I'll move approval of items A through I on the consent calendar.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed. All right, no public hearings this evening. Payment of claims, which is the listing out of all of the expenditures or the ways that we, again, metaphorically wrote checks over the last month or 2 weeks. Any items you wish to question that you looked at? Okay, if not, is there a motion to approve?
I'll move for approval of payment of claims as submitted.
Is there a second? Okay, roll call vote.
Councilmember Freiberg,
Aye.
Councilmember Narayan,
Aye.
Councilmember Nelson,
Aye.
Councilmember Toomey,
Aye.
Mayor Case.
Aye. Is there anything else to come before the council this evening, council or Mr. Getchell?
Mayor, just maybe an announcement that you do have a meeting next week, but it's not a regular council meeting. It's for the purpose of interviewing candidates for commissions. So you have, that's noticed as a meeting, but it's not a regular meeting. Maybe not everyone knows that you as a group interview each and every person that applies for a commission. So I think there were at least 30 for I think maybe 15 openings.
Okay.
And then of even the 15 openings, you have some reapplying. So it's a pretty competitive process, but it's always nice to see, the number of residents of the city that want to be involved in commissions. And I'm sure we'll mention at a future meeting when you do the appointments that we have other opportunities such as City Government Academy for people to be involved as well. But that, again, that's not an official meeting you'll have in here, but it is a council meeting you'll have next Tuesday.
Great, thank you. We do appreciate the involvement of our residents in all of the governmental processes, so thank you. Council, anything else? Let's have a motion for adjournment then.
Move to adjourn the city council meeting today.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed. This meeting is adjourned. Drive safely on this snowy, wintry night.